Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Basic Breakdown. I'm here in the filming studio at MassiveJoes headquarters with resident investigator of intra-workout supplements, Vincenzo.
What's going on? How you doing?
You do enjoy an investigating of intra-workouts,
I do. I enjoy investigating a few things.
No doubt. We were just having a little discussion off camera about the investigating you've done into this intra-workout supplement.
Yeah.
We're about to share the results of those investigations with you guys from our good friends at Phorm Intra-Formance. Hasn't even arrived yet.
It hasn't.
That's how fresh it is.
No.
Hasn't even dropped in Australia for the very first time. Vince.
Yes.
In preparation for Intra-Formance's arrival, let's take a deep dive.
Let's do it. So one scoop is one serve, and each scoop weighs 36 grams, and one tub contains 25 of those serves. It
does.
Yes.
And what are the 36 grams made up of?
So they are made up of 24 grams of carbs, which comes from 12 grams, and with that 12 grams of sugar, no protein, no fats in there either. Well, technically not on their label anyway.
Oh, well, technically on the US label.
Yeah.
If it was an Australian label, we would have to list the protein because we've got a whole bunch of aminos.
We do.
Vince, let's talk about the carbs first and foremost.
Yeah. So the carbs comes from a carb blend. I will start, there's 100 calories in here as well, mainly coming from your carbs, obviously. Your carbs are made up of your clustered dextrin, so your highly branched cyclic dextrin in a 12-gram dose, fructose in a 7-gram dose, and dextrose in a 6-gram dose.
I must say, clustered dextrin is my personal intra-workout carb of choice.
Yes.
And I've used them all over the years, guys. Glucose, D-glucose, dextrose, carbolin back in the day when carbolin was a vibe, Vitago, and man, clustered dextrin is on a different level.
So I'm a big fan of blends like this.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, just the different rates of digestion of those 3 carbohydrates.
It is.
You have your 2 monosaccharides, and then your clustered dextrin is essentially polymonosaccharide.
Yes.
So dextrose is going to absorb the quickest, essentially through the small intestine.
Straight up.
It's essentially mimics blood sugar, essentially, so it's going to directly increase blood sugar levels, give you an insulin spike. Fructose has to be converted into glucose first before it can be absorbed. So it absorbs, I'm pretty sure, through the small intestine, converted into glucose in the liver, and then the glucose can be used to increase blood sugar levels. Your cyclic dextrin just digests a little bit slower through there. So you get those 3 rates of kind of digestion in terms of carbohydrate release, which is going to sustain your workout for longer.
See, I told you guys he was our resident investigator of intra-workouts.
I just like some carbs.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like we have staggered release proteins, for example.
Yeah.
There's like a staggered release carbohydrate.
It is, yeah.
You know, which is designed to support workout endurance.
It is, yeah.
Train harder for longer.
And then when that's happening, insulin's coming up, you're not going to break down as much muscle tissue because cortisol's going down, suppressed. Yeah, it's perfect.
Shit, man. It's good shit. That's not all though.
We
have aminos in here as well.
We do. So we have a Bcaa complex of 2-on-1 branched chain amino acids. So 1.25 grams of L-leucine, 625 milligrams of isoleucine, and L-valine.
It's the 2-on-1 ratio.
It is, yes.
It's good shit.
And then we also have an EAA complex of 2.5 grams as well, so 5 grams of amino acids in here per serve. L-lysine hydrochloride in the 700 milligrams, L-threonine in the 700 milligrams, L-phenylalanine in the 500 milligrams, L-tryptophan in the 500 milligrams, L-methionine in the 50 milligrams, and L-histidine in the 50 milligrams.
So we have all 9.
All 9.
We've got all 9 essential amino acids. And then on top of that, Vince,
we have a hydration complex of 1,875 milligrams of potassium citrate, sodium chloride, magnesium biglycinate, chelate, magnesium citrate, and potassium glycinate complex.
Man, I'm just gonna jump straight at it. We do have some other ingredients to get through as well, but just straight up, I really think this is one of Phorm's best formulated supplements.
I agree.
For real.
I like it because it's not only, it's not tailored to just bodybuilding or anything like that.
No.
Any workout whether it's kind of for any sport essentially, this is going to work for increasing energy levels and endurance.
They've just done such a good job. I mean, you know, just that staggered release carbohydrate blend, full clinical doses in the scientifically validated ratio of BCAAs, plus full spectrum EAAs, plus electrolytes to help support endurance. I mean, it's just such a well put together supplement.
It is, yeah.
I'm a really big fan.
Me too.
And I'm super excited to use it when it finally arrives. Other ingredients, Vince, we've got some stabilizers in there.
We do, yeah.
Interesting to note, naturally flavored and naturally sweetened.
Yeah.
And naturally colored.
It is, yeah.
So first of all, are using nothing, you know, no artificial colors, sweeteners, flavors, anything of that nature in this Intra-Formance. It's completely natural.
We haven't tried it yet though, so we will.
Well, you know, there's always a trade-off between how good it tastes and using all these natural sweeteners and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
they do a good job though.
They do a good job with their flavors. But speaking of flavors, where are we at?
So 4 flavors: grape, lemon lime, orange, and strawberry lemonade.
Excellent. Price.
We're looking at $69.95 in the Australian market.
Which I think is a pretty fair price.
I think so too.
When you think about, like, if you were to build this sort of product using, you know, a standalone full spectrum amino, plus carbs, plus electrolytes, and put that together, you know, it's going to be better value for money to pick something like this up at 25 serves, $69.95, than it is to buy all those bits and pieces and try and create your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really kind of how the value for money piece plays out with this sort of supplement.
Yeah.
Vince, I'm excited, man.
Me too.
I can't wait for this to arrive. It's going straight into my Intra-Workout stack.
I think we're expecting, what, end of June?
It should be, yeah. End of June 2021, possibly the start of July.
Yeah.
You know, depending on any issues that customs give us at the border.
Hopefully none.
Hopefully none. Fingers crossed, arms crossed, legs crossed.
Everything crossed.
Body rolled up like a pretzel. Vince, anything else you'd like to add?
That's it.
Before I tell the viewers to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on whatever device you are watching this video on, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to all of the new basic breakdowns and everything else we've got going on here on the YouTube channel. Guys, that is Basic Breakdown on the coming soon first Phorm Intra-Formance. Until next time, where we coming to and from, Vince.
MassiveJoes.com.
Thank you for tuning in to this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.